I'm gonna break the way that you think about the learning phase. And this is really important for any single advertiser that actually wants to scale. Here's what a normal advertiser does. They spend $1,000 a day or $100 a day or $10 a day, it doesn't matter. And during this period, they get a certain number of impressions. Let's use our impressions as these X's right here. So for $1,000, you get a rip-off deal of 5 impressions. And then what happens is they say, okay, you know what? Facebook says that I'm only supposed to scale by 10%. So they say, okay, I'm gonna move from $1,000 to $1,100. So they spend 10% increase and they get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 impressions. So generally these impressions, they take some time to convert, right? People don't convert instantly. And stick with me because down here in just a minute, I'm gonna show you exactly how you can fix this in your ad account. So if you have 5 impressions here and you have 6 impressions here, these 5 impressions, they all convert at different rates, but they convert eventually. Now what happens here is you have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impressions that were the same here because it's the $1,000. And all of these take around the same time to convert as they did here. The only outlier is this one new impression, this one new guy who's gonna take longer to convert because it was the first time they saw your ad, because you're exposing an audience to a new audience. Now, what most people think is that, okay, no big deal. I'm only spending a 10% increase, so maybe I had a lower return on ad spend for 2 or 3 days. This is where you have to break the mold, because what happens here is the most important part. What most people think is that they're not getting a worse result during this small period, but in fact, all they're doing is waiting. All they're doing is waiting, and because they only increase by 10%, it doesn't feel too bad. So when you increase by say 50%, so if you go from 1,000, move this down here, and you go to $2,000 in ad spend, what happens here is your 5 original stay the same. We're gonna draw out our 5, these stay exactly the same, but then you create 5 more impressions. So these guys here convert at the same rate they were converting previously, just like they did here. However, these new impressions, they take more time to convert. Now, us as human beings, what we say is, oh shoot, ROAS is dropping because half of my conversions are taking too much time to convert. When in reality, you just need to be patient during this period here. Now, it doesn't mean it always pans out linearly and works every single time, but what it definitely does is that a majority of these impressions are gonna go through the same experience as these impressions. They just need a little bit more time. And then what happens is once you experience the patience, you wait, then you have a new baseline. Then you can go from 2,000 to 2,500 and so on. The key is getting through this period right here and being patient.